From Henry Ford Jackson Hospital, emergency medicine physician, Dr. Jacob Sinkoff.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Good morning.
Thanks again. Good
Welcome
to be
back.
back. Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
Must be a holiday weekend coming
Yeah,
up.
we were just talking about fireworks and reminiscing about Jonathan Pierre-Paul, the famous New York Giant that was all over the news when he blew off part of his hand. And it's not just regular people that blow their hands off; it's also celebrities and athletes.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone celebrates the 4th of July, so it's one of those things that can happen to anyone. And even though you make a living off your hands, a star athlete, it can still happen to you. But yeah, I remember when that happened, the engineering feats to get him a custom-made glove, and even with all the the modern medicine,
Right.
it's hard to reattach those fingers when there's not much left. So safety is very important with fireworks.
If anyone this weekend says, "Here, hold my beer," run, don't walk away from that person.
No, you can hold the beer. They're going to go do the thing. You hold it for them. Let them go do it, and then get your phone ready to call 911. But
Film it. If someone says, "Hold my beer,"
no,
get your
don't.
phone.
But this is my fireworks advice. Don't go check on it if it doesn't go.
So that is one thing I did want to bring up. This is doing the, or at least in this regard, doing the research about, hey, what causes most of these, but just seeing people, a lot of times what happens is I thought it was a dud, and I went up to go pick it up, and then it went off. So if a firework doesn't go off, I would just leave it, at least for an hour or something like that. Yeah. But that's anecdotally the patients I've seen. Like I thought it was a dud, and I go up to go check on it, and then it goes off. So yeah, definitely try to avoid that. The other thing of it is you don't want to end up on a YouTube video. So anything that you think of this would be a hit on YouTube, you don't want to do.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't want to do.
And starting today, fireworks are now legal in the state of Michigan from 11 a.m. today through the day after the 4th of July. So you'll be hearing a lot more noise at night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
And as someone that lives on the lake, they go off, and we always have the lake I live on, the association always sends out the newsletters, especially thinking about and thanking our veterans. A lot of them have PTSD, and these late night fireworks can really cause kind of flare-ups and PTSD. So just being cognizant about that, and our neighbors and the people who served our company or our country are, just thinking about that when it gets a little late.
Definitely, yeah, definitely something to think about. That I'm sure a lot of people, when they're lighting those off, it's one of the furthest things from their minds. You mentioned living on a lake. A lot of people get invited to lakes for the weekend. Maybe you're out with your family, and if you don't live on a lake, it's different. It can be challenging. Alcohol can be involved. Swimming after alcohol. Talk a little bit about what happens to your body.
So the main thing is you get so dehydrated just being outside in the warm water and warm air, the sun beating down on you, and you're drinking alcohol, and you think you're drinking a lot, but it's not water. So I advise definitely drinking water, wearing life jackets even if you're a good swimmer. Kind of those sort of things are things that are helpful. Making sure that you're looking out for people you're with is a main thing. The problem is you kind of get this pack mentality, and everyone's drinking, everyone's having a good time, and you kind of don't look out for one another. So even taking a little break and hey, I'm gonna have drink 20 ounces of water really helps.
Yeah. Is the water a danger after you've left the pool or beach? I've heard that children can either inhale, ingest a lot of water when they're swimming, and that nobody realizes there's a problem until they get home.
So that can be a thing. There's a medical thing called a near drowning episode where you'll kind of have a near drowning and you'll be okay for a little bit. And what happens or the idea behind it is you get kind of some water in your lungs, you cough it out, and then it causes an inflammatory reaction after. So just keeping an eye on it. I think a lot of times I get confused with just dehydration, where you don't realize it till you're off the water. And it's like, man, I really don't feel very well. Yeah. And you kind of almost this flu-like kind of nausea, vomiting. You can even pass out.
Bart gets that just from going on the water in general. We did a fishing trip once, and you went right to the bed. So
Well, it was the seasick. It was seasick.
Yeah, you're seasick. That's what
Seasick.
you get
It
sick
was
just from
12
going.
hours on Lake Erie when it was 108 degrees.
We did not have anyone looking out for him
Yeah.
that day, and we should
We left
have.
the cooler on the dock,
Yeah.
and
That was
the
a
boat
bad
would
day.
not go back.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, those are rough days. Those are rough days. I've had a couple of those days myself.
A lot of folks are renting campers, maybe going camping for the first time, using generators. Carbon monoxide, we know, can be an issue. What do people need to be aware of with that?
So carbon monoxide, what makes it so difficult is it's, you can't see it, you can't smell it. So you just have to be aware. So anyone that's renting a camper using generators, I would highly, highly, highly recommend getting a carbon monoxide tester and just sleep with it.
Yeah.
You can get battery powered ones, so it need to be connected to anything. Keeping it in your tent, if you have a generator nearby, please keep it as far away from as possible. And using a carbon monoxide tester, especially if it's what happens with carbon monoxide, it's actually it's fuel that's not fully combusted, and you inhale it, and it causes your body not to be able to get oxygen. So you kind of get like this flu-like illness with that also. But the problem is if you're already asleep, it's not something you're going to wake up and feel bad from. So having a carbon monoxide detector is also very important.
And there's no smell, there's no taste, there's nothing.
Nothing, unfortunately, and that's what makes it so devastating and so sad. So just being aware, I think, is the main thing. Trying to keep any generators far away from any campers as possible, and then just being extra safe and having a carbon monoxide tester with you when you're sleeping or even awake is very important too.
I'm sure you've seen some odd holiday weekend injuries. Do you have any you could share? Any off the top of your head?
Yeah, there's always lots of them. Just the fireworks ones and like the typical stories. Yep, I thought it was a dud. I've seen one where some guy got shot right in the center of the forehead with a firework. I was like, what happened? He's like, well, I think it went off, and I looked down at it, right in the center of the head.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my favorite one. Had this big kind of circle-shaped wound in his forehead.
my gosh.
I'm sure it ended up.
He's lucky it
looking
didn't
up.
hit him right in the eye.
Yeah, exactly.
Unbelievable.
Exactly,
Everyone's
yeah.
an expert when it comes to fireworks.
Everyone.
You know that too? Everyone.
I'm not.
I am
would
not either. I let someone else do it. I don't need the glory of being the one to light the fireworks.
Even sparklers are dangerous.
No,
they
no.
get so hot.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Also, barbecuing, people will be barbecuing.
Yeah.
I've been at people's cookouts where the charcoal is just lightly glowing, and they want it to cook faster, and they start squeezing the Gulf light onto the.
Yep.
Those are responsible for a lot of injuries.
Absolutely. Yeah. And one of the good things is it's starting a fire should be relatively easy. Now we've kind of been in a little bit of a drought, but that brings on the next thing is you gotta be safe putting out your fires and stuff like that. But absolutely, we see burns from people get a little bit of lighter fluid on their hand and not realize it, and then when they go to light, so we'll see a lot of hand burns, which we're very happy to see the emergency department can treat.
Are we still seeing COVID cases coming to the ER?
A little bit. You're kind of maybe slightly upturning, but nowhere near like before. And we've been very, very, very busy in the emergency department, which is good.
Means people are not afraid to come back.
Exactly.
In.
Yep. We've had some of our busiest weeks recently in the last couple of years, and we're excited that we've heard of staffing shortages everywhere. And we're no different in the emergency department. But we've got a great complement of nurses. We saw a lot of our nurses that went out travel nursing are now back and are sharing their stories from around the state and how much they like working here in Jackson. So we're super excited to hear that, and we're pretty much full staff, and we're excited and happy to be working and serving the community.
It's great.
Yeah, let's hope everyone has a safe holiday weekend, and you don't see Dr. Sinkoff or any of his colleagues at Henry Ford or IEP. It's safety first. Have a great weekend. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Dr. Jacob Sinkoff, emergency medicine physician with Henry Ford Jackson Hospital. More of the morning show after this.
Hi, I'm Richard King. I've been working on cars for over 38 years, and 10 years of that has been here in Jackson. I'm an ASC certified master technician. What makes King's Auto different from the rest out there is that we take the time to diagnose the cars properly the first time around. We fix what the others can't. Whether it's an oil change or head gasket repair, wheel bearings to spark plugs, at King's Auto and Truck will get you in and out and get it done right the first time around. Then bring your car or truck over here to King's Auto and Truck, 4114 East Michigan Avenue in Jackson.
It takes a real estate expert to find the right 2,000 square feet in a neighborhood where kids can be kids, land softly, and grow up not so fast, please. A place to laugh together and make a lifetime of memories. And it all starts with a realtor, guided by a code of ethics.
So, can you picture it?
And the doors you open together.
American Title is a proud supporter of the Jackson Area Association of Realtors. American Title, 280 West Cortland, AmericanTitleJackson.com.
Now is Extreme's Ram Make the Switch event. Did you know you can custom order a new Ram for less than buying one, and you'll have it in 10 to 12 weeks? Also, have you seen the new Jeep lineup? Lease prices are great this month. Finally, the Extreme buying team would like to purchase your vehicle. Extreme pays top market value. It's easy, safe, and you get paid on the spot. Visit Extreme Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Jackson or online at extremedodge.com.